Here we are to learn about programming. So in this session, we'll learn how a beginner can directly dive into programming. Yes, beginner to a programmer. Okay. Here I have a question for you. Do you think that programming is really hard to learn? No, it is not. You just need to go step by step and you'll rock on. So here I will tell you a full path to learn coding from beginning to a pro programmer. Yes, beginner to a pro programmer. So I have made some levels which you can follow to become a programmer, a good and efficient programmer. Level 1, choose a language. Firstly, choose at least one OOP language, just like C++, Java, Python, JavaScript, and there are so many to choose around. OOP language means object oriented programming language. Okay. Secondly, for example, for I choose C++ as my first language, and you may choose Python as well. Python is having somewhat easy syntax to learn and to grasp, and there are very easy syntax to perform as well. So after choosing your language for coding, just focus on learning basics of the language. Yeah, basics of the language that are very important to further coding. Okay. Level 2, learning basics. Firstly, learn what are the header files, preprocessor directives in the language you chose, and learn to code basic programs. For this task, you may refer geeksforgeeks.org, the best website ever for any query in the programming. GFG, often called as Geeks for Geeks. Okay. So, secondly, you try to learn about data types, how to take input, how to print output. Data types are really important to work on, to command. Okay. Then learn functionalities of that language like functions, arrays, conditional operators, different loops, and basic questions like multiplication, addition, division of two numbers, patterns, and etc. Etc. means basic questions. So these are the basic things that you must learn. Level 3, getting deep. So after completing all these steps, you can now learn to deal with the character arrays, strings. Okay, strings are very much important as perspective of further coding. Okay, strings are really very important to work on. So next, learn to manually implement the functions which you used earlier as inbuilt functions like power function, length of string, just like strlen. Next, learn to perform different operations on array and strings. Don't forget to practice everything you learn. Don't leave anything for later. And now it's time to learn pointers and their use. Pointers are really very important to use in further coding. Okay, don't skip pointers. Okay. Next, learn to work on 2D arrays and gather basic knowledge of recursion and how to implement it and how to deal with the corner cases. Yeah, really, 2D arrays are very much important. So here is level 4, learning skills. Now when you have completed all the basics of the language, so gear up for the some advanced skills. These are sorting. So sorting includes some basic sorting skills, just like insertion sort, bubble sort, selection sort, merge sort, and quick sort. These are enough to learn. There are many more, but these are enough to learn. Okay. Secondly, there are searching techniques, linear search, binary search. These are enough to learn. Okay. Don't dive much more. Next, learn to find the min-max element of the array. This is very important. This might seem to you very small thing, but this is very important thing. Next, level 5, data structures. Here when you learn enough skills to forward seek knowledge, so learn some data structures also. Arrays, linked list, and stacks, queues. So binary trees, AVL trees, graphs, and these are some basic data structures, and these are very important data structures which you will need in further coding and further programming. Okay. So this much knowledge is good enough for excellent programming skills. Okay, this much knowledge is really good enough for the excellent programming skills. Okay, lastly, I would like to say, if you have learned all these things which I told and practiced all the concepts good enough, then you are already a power programmer and are ready to dive into competitive programming world to compete other coders. And for all the topics and detailed explanations and practice questions, refer to one and only geeksforgeeks.org. Yeah, really, geeksforgeeks.org. GFG is just Bible. So thank you for watching. I'll be making video for competitive programming part as well. So just wait. I'll posting that video soon. Thank you for watching.